Many of us, we use e-commerce website to place orders. I was just observing the way it operates, and incidentally I found it to be strikingly similar with the cash distribution by Reserve Bank of India across the country. Now, in e-commerce website, what we do, we log on to the website, we place the order or place indent, and that is in turn, the e-commerce website sends it to the seller or the manufacturer, and they package the goods and supply it to the warehouse owned by the e-commerce or to the franchisee warehouse located in the remote town, and from those warehouses the goods are delivered to the doorstep of the customer. Now, in case of Reserve Bank, these banks, they place indent with the Reserve Bank of India for the quantity or the various denomination. Those such indents received from various banks are aggregated by Reserve Bank, and which is passed it on to the note printing press. The note printing press prints packages, and these are delivered to Reserve Bank of India vault, which is again like e-commerce, the warehouses owned by the e-commerce, or the press also sends it directly to the currency chest of the commercial bank. Again, this can be somewhat compared with the franchisee warehouse. So from this currency chest, the note is issued to the common man through branches. So this is how it operates. Now, interestingly, Reserve Bank of India started its operation in 1935 by issuing 5 rupee note in January 1938, and the first e-commerce started its operation 1998. So 50 years after RBI started its operation. So RBI has been doing this for a long time. Now, this is one observation, and now another interesting observation, if you look at the size of the customer. Now, as per the statistica.com, the e-commerce website, they have around 29 crores customers. I mean, all the e-commerce taken together aggregate 29 crore customers are there. RBI has 140, that is almost 5 times more customer. Now see the customer service. इंडिया यानी भारतवर्ष के किसी भी कोने पे आप चले जाइए, वो दूर दराज हिमालय पर्वत, या तो अंडमान और एनी आइलैंड, या तो सहारा ये थार डेजर्ट ले लीजिए कि रेगिस्तान के बीच में, और वेरी रिमोटेस्ट विलेज, वेर एवर, जहां भी एक भारतीय रहता है, वेर एवर द इंडियन सिटीजन रिसाइड्स, each one will be having Indian currency note. Now come to e-commerce website. When you register for the first time, they'll ask you for the PIN code. And many a time, when you type the PIN code, it says, sorry, we do not deliver in this location. So RBI supplies every nook and corner. That means, whereas the e-commerce websites cater to the classes, RBI caters to the masses. That's the extent, and that's the beauty of RBI's customer service. Now, one more observation is, like, if you, as per one more website, that is investpcro.com, it says that nearly 30% of the good supplied by e-commerce website is returned. And after that 30%, 20% is because of the defective goods. And these defective goods has no commercial value. Now, Reserve Bank of India, as far as defective note is concerned, I mean the printing, is almost zero. Almost zero. Now, see, the interesting part is the RBI has attained so much of perfection that any small imperfection becomes collector's item. I am told that this if there's a defect in printing, it becomes collector item and it fetches a lot of premium. तो नेक्स्ट टाइम यदि आपके पास कभी किसी दिन कोई डिफेक्टिव प्रिंटिंग नोट मिल जाए तो आप उसको फेंकिएगा नहीं, क्या पता आपको उसके ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा प्रीमियम मिल जाए. सो दैट्स वन पार्ट. अच्छा, नाउ कमिंग टू अगेन ई कॉमर्स वेबसाइट, द गुड्स रिटर्न पॉलिसी. ओके, it says within you have to return within 1 month, and goods should not be used. अब इस तरफ RBI की तरफ लेके आई है. RBI does not prescribe any timeline for return of exchange of notes. And use तो आप कीजिए, जितनी मर्जी यूज कीजिए. यू कीप ऑन यूजिंग इट बिल्कुल घिस जाए. और जब आपको लगे कि आप इसको और यूज नहीं कर सकेंगे तो आप रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया के पास ले जाइए, वो आपको चेंज कर देगा. हाँ, ऑफ कोर्स, like there are certain notes which could be torn or burned. Even these are exchanged but subject to certain terms and conditions. Maybe you get a full value, half value. There are rules governing that. So that to that extent. And finally, the beauty is when Reserve Bank of India itself realizes that the notes cannot be used any further, it quietly collects the note and destroys it and replaces that with the either fresh note or a good condition note. So this is the level of professionalism and customer service provided by Reserve Bank of India. That's why I say that Reserve Bank, I consider it to be number one institution in India.